Hello, good evening, everybody. Today we are going to be compiling an application right here into Android APK. But I just want to show you something before I get started with the compilation. Actually, I'll be talking about two things here: how to add a requirement to your Buildozer and how to use this MD flat button right here. MD flat, is it MD flat field right? Flat button, I don't know, let me remember. MD field round flat button. Yeah, most of us don't know how to use this guy. So I'm going to pause this video and increase the size of my editor. All right. Okay, I think I'm back. I've increased the font size. So we're talking about how to use this guy here. Normally, you don't increase the size of this MD round, MD fill round flat button. You don't increase it. Like this guy did here. I think I have his code right here. He did something, something like this. Size hint x 0.7, right? I think it did size hint, then said 0.7 and 0, something like that. So I'm going to copy this guy too and paste it up here. Let's see what kind of error, or it's not actually, it's not going to be an error, but we'll see something that we don't like on our screen. Okay, now let's run this application. Look closely to the terminal. Yeah, okay. Now look at this clock warning, too much iteration because of the size hint X. You don't give size hint or even size to any button in MD, in Kivy MD. It's not like Kivy itself. It's actually the way Kivy MD works is that it uses, excuse me, let me just clear this guys. Yeah, so as I was saying, the way KVMD works is that it uses the size of the text, the length of the text, to know the actual size of the MD button. Now I used a trick to bypass that. So this is the sign up button, right? Now what I did was actually I used DP here, because don't use actual size. When you use an actual number, when it goes to any device, it doesn't match specifically. Use DP so that it will match a specific device. So what I did here was that I got a DP like 40 on the left hand side, and I got a DP and converted it to an integer, then multiplied a space to it. So which means space times DP 40, right? Plus sign up plus space times another DP 40, which will give you the actual spaces. Let me remove this guy so that you understand me clearly. Maybe I'm like talking shit right now. So let me remove this guy. And let me also remove this guy so that you will see clearly what I'm saying. I'm going to run this application. Okay, we're just waiting for it to come up. Now I'm going to go to create account. See the length of this sign up now. So it's kind of like conjure, like I don't know the English word to use here. It's kind of like two packed to the sign up text. So as the sign up text grows, it grows. Now let me try to increase the length of the text here. Let me just give any shady words there, and let's see what happens to the button. So click create. So as you can see, the button increased. So the button increases with the length of the text. Actually, I think this button uses a minimum height, a minimum width. That is self the minimum width. That is what it uses. So it uses the minimum width to determine the length of the text. No, it uses the length of the text to determine the minimum width. I think so. So for us to bypass everything, let me do this manually again. I kind of like said the F string actually allows me to plug in stuffs inside a quote without using plus. So if you have used F string, you should understand what it is all about. So I'm going to do something like this. Uh, I'm going to create a space, right? This is not a space. When I press the space bar, it's going to create a space. Then times multiply this space by, if I should say, just 40, right? The reason why I'm not using 40 is because you don't know what 40 is on your own actual device. You don't know the DP is going to be covering. So when you use DP specifically, it's going to get a specific dimension, a specific size from your device, and know what DP40 is on your device, and use it to check the length. So that's it. Then since DP will be returning a float, we will convert it to an integer. That's why I put int in front of it. Let me run this application and let's see what happens in front of the DP. So as you can see, the sign up moved to the right, while the space takes the whole of the other side. So what if I copy this guy, Ctrl C, and paste this guy here? So we have it on the both sides. Create account. So it's balanced. Never use size int or size in your button. Don't. That is if you're using KVMD buttons. Okay, now back to business. We are talking about compiling this application. Actually, I think it's Venjangid. I don't know if this is the correct pronunciation of your name. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it very well. So he gave me this code to compile for him, so and make a tutorial of it too. And now I want to talk about something very, very important. People actually misuse the requirements in these. Like he used KVMD. I believe you might be using Kivy Master, the Kivy Master branch, because I made some changes in your code. I discovered that it doesn't actually match this guy. And the reason why you are getting this error, let me pull it up real quick. This error, reference error, weekly referenced objects no longer exists. Normally I experience this whenever I compile my application with Kivy version 0.104.1 or point 0. I think it's point 0. That's the one in pipe. So don't use pipe to compile except you wrote your application with the version in pipe. That is pipe. So since you are using the master branch, forget about the pipe. Now let's go to KVMD. And now this is very, very important for you guys to understand. Let me recheck this guy again. Okay, right here, you see where Kivy give us requirements to add. When you use the master branch, you use this guy here, right? But imagine Kivy updated their library or their Git repository with a new code. They made a new commit. It's very important for you to know the particular day you installed the latest release from Kivy on GitHub. That is the particular day you use pipe install Kivy master branch. Note the day because it is very, very important. Now this shows you the last time this repo was updated. I think the latest date I'm seeing here is yesterday. Now when you go to commit, right? When you go to commit, very important. So long as you know the particular day you download the pipe, no, the Git repo. That is, let me not confuse you guys. Let me just pull up my terminal and show you guys something real quick. Yeah, so the day you did something like sudo python 3 on your system, on your laptop. I'm not talking about on your phone. Python 3.7 minus m pipe install KVMD HTTPS blah 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 KVMD master branch, right? Let me copy the actual code to do this. Actually, guys, I'm having toothache and seriously, I've not been getting myself throughout last week. That's why I didn't post any videos. So let me copy this guy, right? But actually, I'm not doing it. Let me just do it for doing its sake. So the last time you did this on your computer, so you should know the particular day because it is very important. Any changes on your code on Kivy library might affect your Android packaging. You might have an error, you might have an issue which will require you to update your pipe, and if there is any big change that doesn't suit you, it becomes a problem. You have to rewrite your code from scratch again to solve that issue. So to avoid that, since Kivy have not released any stable version to pipe, you simply have to go to these commits here. Now look closely to what I'm going to do. This will tell you the last time it was updated, committed 22 hours. Now look for the day, look for the particular day you made the commit. Is it 2 days ago? Is it older, very old? Keep going until you find a particular day. So I think it says for February 9, 2021. You select, you go to browse codes, and now click on this code, right click on download, copy the link, then go to your Buildozer or spec and paste it there. You see that? Just paste it there. It will use that specific commit for you. So note the particular day you downloaded pipe git repo in your pipe. So note the particular day. If you don't note it down, Kivy is changing every day. I mean, KVMD is changing every day, and the same thing goes to Kivy too. You don't know the latest update they released, and something they might have changed, something that will affect your own application. Note the particular day and note the particular commit. That is all I can tell you. So back to normal business. Let me just quickly compile this application. Actually, I'm using the master branch. So I will simply go to normal Kivy. I'm not using this commit here. I'm going to go to the master straight, and I think I should right click this guy, copy this link, go to my app, remove this asshole here, and yeah, I'm using the master branch. Cool. Now Kivy, inverse master. Yeah, that's what I'm using. So this guy used Python 3.7.5 and to write his code, maybe when he was writing the code. I don't know if there is anything concerning 3.7.5. Maybe there's something he wants to use it for. Now after doing this, you need to add something else to avoid missing icons. Remember what I talked about, missing icons. Actually, Kivy posted it in their issues right here. Okay, icons are not displaying. What do? You should show everybody. If you're a Kivy developer, you should be very constant. You should be visiting the GitHub repo of KVMD steady 24 hours. You should be online. I have the mobile application on my phone, the GitHub application on my phone. Any changes, I get the notifications straight to my phone. You should do the same thing to your phone. Get notifications and stay up to date to know the latest changes. Always be on the latest changes, guys. So I'm going to copy this guy here. This is the solution to the problem. And you should always be on GitHub. That's the only advice I can give now. And one other thing, KVMD, the latest version of KVMD depends on Pillow. So if you get an error saying PIL, not no module name PIL, it means you did not install Pillow. So KVMD now depends on Pillow. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of shadow stuffs, elevation, and all that. I think so. So this, what did I change? I put SDL, TTF, and Pillow, then use the master branch of KVMD. So very, very, very important. Um, is there another thing I'm missing? Billing app, my app. Why not just don't name this thing my app? Just name it that billing, right? Just name it billing. There's the billing. Um, is there another thing? Actually, uh, so I'm using my own Android SDK. I'm using my own Android SDK, and I'm going to be supporting Android 30, guys. Like I said before. And here I'm going to plug in my own Android SDK. If you know yours, plug it there. If you're using the default Buildozer Android SDK, you can leave it that way. You can leave it commented. So I'm not using Buildozer, I'm using Android Studio SDK because I still write Android Studio codes. I mean, I write Android Studio codes for Kivy. You understand? Like Java codes for Kivy, in case I want work to be easier for me when I want to write some Java codes to call some stuffs. Yeah, I'm still learning how to use PyGenius, all right? So until I fully stand my ground, then I can leave Java completely and focus on PyGenius. So Android skip update. Yeah, I don't want it to update my emulator. My emulator is forcing me to update it, so I don't want it to update. Oh, what else? Um, I'm gonna specify logcat, right? Okay, logcat is already uncommented. I don't know if I'm missing any other thing else, guys. Okay, nothing else. I think it's time for compilation. Before this compilation, I would like to repeat myself again. Um, please, guys, always visit GitHub and follow the initial steps I gave you guys to go to the specific commit you used to avoid buildozer errors. Very, very important. Or to avoid, hey, I designed this button this way, it is appearing that way on my Android. Why? It's because there is a change in the master branch, brother. So go to the go to your previous commits and get it out of there. That is all I can tell you right now. So use the previous commits. So let's go ahead and compile. I open my terminal, and some of you might be asking, how did my KV file get formatted this way? Yep. To quickly answer this question with the colorful and everything, to quickly answer this question, I'll tell you to visit KVMD library and go to code, right? And where are you? Syntax highlighting. Look for these guys. Look for this syntax highlighting. Click it. This guy developed Neo Noimbro. I can't pronounce that. Nombroye or whatever. Kindly develop this application or this plugin for JetBrain only. I think it's for JetBrain only. PyCharms only. So download it from here and drag it and drop on your PyCharm. It will install automatically whenever you open your. So they download the jar file. Don't download the zip. Just download the jar file. Whenever you drag and drop it on your PyCharm, it will automatically install. Accept, click, or check all boxes that it will show. Just check all of them and just click install and restart. Restart your PyCharm. It will give you a formatted Kivy file with syntax highlighting, even code completion too. Yeah, it's very awesome. So is it time for building, guys? Yeah, builders are always use this -v, but there is something else, guys. In the latest Kivy master branch, there is a bug there. There is a bug whereby when you click on any text field, the app is going to crash. So to avoid that, we're going to go to the P4A branch. Instead of scrolling through, let me just type P4A branch. Yeah, branch should be here. So change this from master to develop. Simple. When you use the master, you will have the touch and crash error on your application. So don't use that. Use the develop version. So develop is like the nightly build. All right, launching this sequence, and I'm going to pause this, guys, until it